So pretty much every single movie that I was looking forward to watching in 2020 has been delayed. So I was feeling pretty bummed out, but then we got some amazing news about the Joker movie, a possible Meg 2 movie, and much more. So normally I like to film these videos separately, but today I just had so much to talk about that I thought I'd condense it all into one video because I'm trying to work on my Devil All the Time and the paramedic video, which I hope to have up in a few hours' time. So, The Joker was my number one movie of 2019. It was on my list of top 10 movies, which I've deleted now, along with like Rambo, Ready or Not, Jojo Rabbit. I really, really loved it. It's probably the only movie I've seen in the cinema more than once in a long time. And I was really hoping that we would get another movie, but I didn't really think that we would because we all heard Joaquin Phoenix say that he was not on board for a sequel, that it was definitely going to be a standalone movie. So now that we possibly could be getting two more movies, I could not be more excited about this, guys. I am a huge, huge, huge Joker nerd. I think definitely Heath is still my number one, but Joaquin is second. He's definitely second on my list of Jokers, and then third would probably be Cameron Monaghan from Gotham. I would say is my third best. But anyway, so let's read the article. So Joker star Joaquin Phoenix reportedly offered a massive paycheck for Joker 2 and Joker 3. So blah, 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 blah. Here we go. A source informed the news outlet that the makers have offered Joaquin a whopping $50 million for the dual project return. So honestly, Joaquin has always struck me as the sort of actor who's more interested in creativity than getting a paycheck. So I don't know if that will be enough to sway him. Like, don't get me wrong, he's still a human being, and $50 million, especially in these tough times. Well, they're not so tough for Hollywood, I guess, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, for actors, they definitely have it a lot easier than we do. But still, $50 million is an offer that not anybody could be refusing without at least a bit of temptation, you know? So who knows? Maybe that will sway him. Maybe it won't. But the insider has revealed that even Phoenix is interested in sporting the iconic smile yet again. So that is what has me optimistic, the fact that he is interested. If he was flat out not interested, I don't think the money would be enough to sway him, but the fact that he wants to get back on board has me really hopeful. So Joaquin initially felt Joker was a standalone movie, but he's changed his tune now. I don't know what changed his tune, but that is good to hear. He says he wants to play this character again, despite the controversies that came with the release last year. So we all know all about the controversy. Basically, they thought that the Joker movie was going to just be like Armageddon and start rioting in the streets, which ironically is happening this year, but not by the side that they said it would happen by, but we're not going to go into that. Anyway, so the insider added that the talks are still on the negotiation table, but the script work is underway and Phoenix is very engaged with it. So basically what they're planning on doing is rolling out two movies over the next 4 years, and Todd Phillips and why can't I say that word? I can never say that word. Producer Bradley Cooper are back on board. So that is really exciting to hear because they did such an amazing job with the first movie. So let me know in the comments down below, what would you guys like to see as a storyline in the second and third movie? Personally, I would really, really like to see a creepy, dark, gritty Arkham Asylum movie. I think that would be really interesting. But yeah, that's my Joker news. Heading over to Twitter, so if you haven't followed me yet, feel free to do so. After being a surprise hit at the box office, making $530 million, the Jason Statham shark flick The Meg is getting a sequel. That sequel officially has a title, according to author Steve Alton, because this is based on a book called The Megalodon. It will be called Meg 2 The Trench and may be rated R. So I'm really happy to hear we might be getting an R rating because that's something I felt held back the first movie, that it was trying too hard to be accessible to everybody. And when you try to be accessible to everybody, you lose something in the process. So this was a great movie. Shark movies are my guilty pleasure movies. I haven't enjoyed a shark movie as much as this since probably Deep Blue Sea. It was it was just straight up popcorn action fun. It knew what it was. You had Jason Statham punching the shark in its face. It wasn't trying to be a smart movie, okay? It knew what it was, and it was a lot of fun. Really happy to be getting a sequel, so look out for that. So this was some of the movie news this week that I was the most excited about, as you can see by me having my Halloween decorations up ridiculously early. I have my Scream ghost face mask and my pop doll in the background. I am a huge Scream fan. I've seen the movies so many times. I felt like Neve Campbell was such an amazing portrayal of what it means to be not a feminist, but a strong woman. I think she was a great scream queen, and we've all been waiting with bated breath to see if she will be returning for Scream 5. So Scream has 4 movies out, and it has a series with 3 seasons. Don't bother watching the 3rd season because it sucks, but the first 2 seasons were really good. This is an amazing franchise that I highly recommend. So Wes Craven's Scream movies are a part of film history. They change slashers forever. They're very meta, they're very self-aware, and that can be done really badly, but in the case of Scream, it is done amazingly. And Ready or Not directors Matt Bettinelli and Tyler Gillett are coming to direct, which I'm really excited about because as I said earlier in my Joker portion of this video, Ready or Not was one of my favorite movies of 2019. So the fact that they're on board to direct gives me a lot of hope for this movie, that it's not going to be a straight to DVD sort of thing, but it could actually, be really good. So our final girl is returning. So shortly after Scream 5 was announced to be in active development, Neve Campbell revealed that she was in talks to reprise her role as the franchise's protagonist, and the cast slowly started getting assembled, but there wasn't any official word until now, and she released it by putting on Instagram a ghost face saying, "Hello again, Sydney, I'm back." So that got a lot of people, including me, really excited. So we know it's true because it comes from her official social media account. It's not just fake news. So David Arquette and Courtney Cox are both back playing Dewey and Gale. So it's going to be the first sequel since Wes Craven's death. And Wes Craven was a horror genius. He did it so well. I really love his movie Red Eye especially. That's probably my favourite movie of his. So the fact that it's not going to have Wes Craven on board is going to be interesting, but that doesn't mean it's going to be horrible. Especially because the director we have is going to be someone who I have faith in. So I don't really know where they're going to go with the storyline. We've got some fresh faces. We've got Jack Quaid from The Boys, Jenna Ortega. So yeah, I don't know where they're going to go with it. Maybe Neve Campbell might finally meet her end in this movie. Maybe she will finally die. I do not know. It's anybody's guess. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you think could happen in this movie? What direction do you see them taking it in? So last but definitely not least, we have on Twitter confirmation the Wandavision is confirmed to release sometime in 2020 on Disney+. So honestly, this was not my most anticipated show from the Marvel Universe. I'm much more excited about Loki and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and there's more shows that I didn't see them releasing after Wandavision. I didn't think that this would be the first one to get released. But, well, 2020 seems to be full of surprises. So they say that this is going to be sort of like a sitcom, and I love sitcoms with a sort of 1950s vibe. And I forget what the other things they said were. It was going to be like a sort of creepy vibe as well. And in theory, that sounds amazing, but I don't know how they're going to pull that off. But I love the 1950s. I love creepy horror things. And I love sitcoms, so we'll see if they can pull it together to make something that I'm interested in. Because I've got to say, I don't really care too much about Wanda as a character. There's nothing wrong with her. I just think there's far more characters in the Marvel Universe that I care much more about. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this and the other movie news down below. And please subscribe for more movie news and more movie reviews. Thank you.